Have you ever noticed something strange? The same person who laughs loudly with friends, speaks confidently in Urdu or Punjabi, tells stories for hours, suddenly becomes silent the moment English enters the conversation. It is like their personality disappears. Not because they are stupid, not because they are weak, but because somewhere in life they started believing that English is not a language. It is a test of intelligence. And that belief destroys confidence before a person even speaks the first sentence. Today, I want you to understand something deeply. English is not proof that you are smart. It is just a skill. Like driving, like swimming, like using a phone. Nobody is born speaking English. Every fluent person you admire once struggled with basic sentences too. They also searched for words. They also made embarrassing mistakes. But the difference is, they continued speaking, while others kept waiting to become perfect. You know what hurts the most? So many talented people stay invisible because they are afraid of English. A student with brilliant ideas stays quiet in class. A hardworking man loses confidence in interviews. A girl with dreams avoids opportunities because she thinks her English is not good enough. Imagine losing chances in life not because you lack intelligence, but because you fear making grammar mistakes. And honestly, the world has fooled us into thinking fluency means using difficult words. No, real fluency is simple communication. If you can clearly express your thoughts, emotions, and ideas, you are already winning. You do not need fancy vocabulary to sound powerful. Sometimes the simplest sentence carries the deepest meaning. I am trying. I am learning. I am not giving up. Those sentences are simple but strong. Let me tell you something practical that changed thousands of learners. Stop studying English silently. English is not a school subject anymore. It is a speaking skill. You cannot learn swimming by watching videos only. At some point, you must enter the water. In the same way, you must open your mouth and speak, even if your sentences break. Especially if your sentences break. Because broken English is not failure. Broken English is evidence that you are practicing. And practice is the only road to fluency. Every time you stay silent because of fear, your fear becomes stronger. Every time you speak despite fear, your confidence becomes stronger. That is how transformation happens. Not magically, but painfully, slowly, daily. I also want you to stop apologizing for your accent. Your accent is not your enemy. It tells a story. It tells people you learned another language while already carrying your own culture, your own identity, your own history. That is bravery, not weakness. Some people spend their whole lives speaking only one language. You are trying to master another one. Respect your own effort. Do not torture yourself trying to sound American or British. Speak clearly, speak slowly, speak confidently. Confidence makes even simple English sound attractive. Fear makes even correct grammar sound weak. And please, stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Social media has created unrealistic expectations. You watch fluent speakers and think, I can never speak like that. But you did not see their beginning. You did not see their awkward pauses, their wrong pronunciations, their fear, their practice. Fluency is always ugly in the beginning. Every expert once sounded like a beginner. The only reason they improved is because they survived the embarrassing stage instead of quitting during it. Most people are not failing because English is difficult. They are failing because they quit too early. From today, I want you to build one small habit. Talk to yourself in English for 10 minutes daily. Describe your day. Describe your room. Describe your emotions. Say things like, today I feel tired. I need to work harder. The weather is beautiful today. These tiny sentences look small, but they train your brain to think in English naturally. That is the real secret. Fluency begins in the mind before it appears on the tongue. And the more you think in English, the less fear you feel while speaking. There is another truth nobody talks about. Sometimes the real fear is not English. The real fear is judgment. People are terrified of looking foolish. But listen carefully, nobody becomes fluent privately. Improvement always looks awkward in public first. A child falls hundreds of times before learning to walk, and everyone claps for the child. But adults make one grammar mistake and suddenly feel ashamed. Why? Learning deserves patience at every age. You are allowed to be a beginner. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to mispronounce words while learning. Do not let temporary embarrassment destroy long-term growth. And one day, if you stay consistent, something beautiful will happen. One random morning, you will start understanding videos without subtitles. You will reply automatically in English without translating in your mind. You will express emotions naturally. And suddenly, the thing that once terrified you will become normal. Not because you became perfect, but because you stopped being afraid of imperfection. That is the real victory. Fluency is not the moment you stop making mistakes. Fluency is the moment you stop fearing mistakes. And let me tell you something nobody teaches in schools. Confidence grows through action, not preparation. So many people spend years collecting grammar rules, vocabulary lists, and English books, yet they still cannot speak. Why? Because knowledge without usage becomes fear. Your mouth becomes unfamiliar with the language. Your brain keeps waiting for the perfect time to begin speaking. But there is no perfect day where fear disappears completely. Growth begins the moment you speak while your voice is shaking. Even if your sentence is small, even if your grammar is wrong. Because every fluent speaker you admire today once had the courage to sound imperfect in front of others. And honestly, the people who mock learners usually have no courage to improve themselves. Never let insecure people decide the size of your dreams. I also want you to understand the power of environment. If English only exists in your notebook, it will always feel foreign. Bring it into your daily life. Change your phone language to English. Watch interviews instead of only entertainment videos. Read captions aloud. Repeat powerful sentences while walking, cooking, or traveling. Make English part of your lifestyle, not just part of your studies. The human brain learns through repetition and exposure. A baby does not learn language from one lesson. A baby learns by hearing the same sounds every single day. In the same way, your mind needs daily contact with English until it starts feeling natural instead of uncomfortable. Small daily exposure is more powerful than one long study session once a week. And finally, remember this deeply. Your future does not care how embarrassed you felt while learning. Your future only rewards consistency. 5 years from now, you will either thank yourself for practicing daily or regret staying silent because of fear. Imagine the opportunities waiting for you when you can express yourself confidently. Interviews, friendships, business, travel, public speaking, leadership. English is not just a language anymore. For many people, it becomes a bridge to a bigger life. So do not learn it with pressure. Learn it with purpose. Learn it because your dreams deserve expression. Learn it because your ideas deserve an audience. And most importantly, learn it because you owe yourself the confidence you lost while doubting your own voice. So from today, stop saying, "I can't speak English." Those words are slowly convincing your mind to surrender before the journey even begins. Replace them with stronger words. Say, "I'm improving every day." Say, "I'm learning with courage." Say, "I will speak even if I make mistakes." Because language is not about perfection. Language is about connection. And the world does not need your perfect grammar as much as it needs your ideas, your story, your voice, and your courage. One day you will look back at this insecure version of yourself and smile. Because the person who was once afraid to say one sentence in English will eventually inspire others to speak fearlessly too.